question for you. What happens when a princess and a techie get 60 podcasters from all around the world and put on a summit? You get the Share Your Pod Summit. And that's exactly what happened when Brandon Ushio from Ushio Labs and Kim White from My Sexy Business got together. That summit was fire. And I got to attend it. So today, I'm going to tell you my 5 takeaways. I hope you'll listen. Hello, I'm Brenda Warren, the Solutionist. I see things other people often miss. I help veterans, entrepreneurs, and authors turn their mess or their mission into a message for the masses. And I was privileged to attend the Share Your Pod Summit. You see, about a year ago, I decided I wanted to be a podcaster, and I wasn't sure what that entailed. But like many of you, I got on YouTube and started figuring things out one thing at a time. I spent a lot of time trying to learn how to edit, what microphones to use, what lighting, how to do a background, how to have a green screen, things of that nature. But I still felt like an imposter. I still wasn't sure what it really meant to be a podcaster. I've done over 100 interviews, and I still wasn't feeling quite like I belonged. That is until I attended the Share Your Pod Summit. After attending that summit, I have 5 takeaways that made it quite clear to me that I am a podcaster and that I've found the right people that's going to help me go to the next level. So I'm going to share my 5 takeaways of the Share Your Pod Summit with you today. My first takeaway was community. These are people that are committed to the excellence in podcasting. They show up to teach you how to show up, lift your voice, and be a voice. I learned that podcasters are real people too. There were mothers, there were fathers, sisters, there were brothers, there were grandmothers, there were anything you could imagine. Gay, straight, right, wrong, independent, fierce, fiery. Yeah, they were all there. They were real people putting on their pants one leg at a time, just like us, y'all. It was a community and it's strong. That was my first takeaway. My second takeaway was that I am on the right track. These guys and gals, or whatever you want to call them, they showed me that the things that I feared the most, the things that I struggled with, that they struggled with them too, that they had to start with their first interview. A lot of them left up their first interviews and said that they're currently feeling like they're cringeworthy, but they left them up so that they could see their growth. That's what I've done too. So yeah, I'm on the right track. I found my community. And when I was doubting, do I belong here? That takes me to my third takeaway, which was the imposter syndrome. I realized that the imposter syndrome is just an illusion that rattles around in my head. That yes, after completing 100 plus episodes, I am a podcaster. And I think I'm doing pretty good at it, even with the limited equipment that I had, because I wasn't sure what to use. So like a lot of you, I went on Amazon. I used my iPhone. I bought the $20 mic. I did all the things just to get my voice to be heard. But thanks to what I learned talking to some of the podcasters that were featured on the Share Your Pod Summit, I learned about professional equipment. And I'm happy to say that I have invested in myself. I just bought a Shure MV7 mic, and I'm so excited that later on this week, I'm going to be putting that mic into service, and I'm hoping to hear a clearer sound when I put my podcast out. I also bought professional headphones and earphones and just a whole bunch of cool little gadgets that's going to make my podcast more professional sounding, because it's audio and your visuals matter if you're going to be a visual podcaster as well. Even invested in some equipment, some camera equipment. So I'm excited. So I'm no longer feeling like what do you call it? An imposter. Yeah, that's it. Number 4 takeaway is this is a marathon, not a sprint. As I listened to the stories from the other podcasters, there was almost 60 of them featured, you guys, over a 2-day period on July 30th and July 31st. and they talked about their struggles. They talked about their victories. They told funny stories. They talked about their families. But the main thing I realized as these uh, phenomenal people began to share was that this is a journey well worth taking, but that I should enjoy the trip. And finally, number 5, I took away that mentors and coaches will help this journey go a lot smoother, which is why I'm so excited that I upgraded and was a VIP viewer of the Share Your Pod Summit. As a VIP viewer, I was able to get one-on-one access to many of the podcasters that were displayed during the conference. I also got to join a community, a Facebook community that I'll be a part of for up to a year. I got to network. I got to be a part of this amazing community. I am getting training. There's so many benefits of this Share Your Pod Summit that I can't even begin to tell you. But it was worth the upgrade because now I'm a part of an exclusive team that is invested in me being the best podcaster possible. So the bottom line is the Share Your Pod Summit was life changing for me because when I left that last day and went to the after party, I looked at all the faces in the Zoom little boxes there, and I realized that I was amongst a group of people that were lifting their voices in unison. I had become a part of the community. I had realized that I'm no longer uh, fighting for what I want, but I am building for what I want. So yeah, I'm on the right track. I'm not an imposter. This is a journey that's worth taking. And mentors and coaches are now available to ensure that I can tap in and have my voice lifted. So the Share Your Pod Summit, yeah, it's something you should take the time to view. It's still available right now on YouTube. I don't know for how long, or you can go to shareyourpod.com. Whatever you choose to do. If you're serious about being a podcaster, then you should check out the Share Your Pod Summit because it made a difference in my life. It's going to make a difference in how I show up as a podcaster. And I am thankful that I have been welcomed to the community. Check out Share Your Pod Summit. You won't regret it. Be blessed, everybody. And remember, the choices you make today will be the reality you live tomorrow. Choose wisely.